engraving ideas onto the skin, assimilating intricate patterns, ingenious design, and the beauty of ink. The work of tattoo artist He Fan captures the elegance and intrigue of the Oriental and modern aesthetics, conveying the allured body art form of tattooing.
16、17岁的时候开始学习刺青，因为那时候的环境并没有正统的，就是有刺青店啊会招收学徒，所以就只能自学。刚开始就是从宫庙的一些图画嘛，然后他们的石柱啊，然后去参考那一些图啊，去看人家怎么样去表现的。
Nowadays, he does not only look at the portraits of gods and warriors, he finds joy in observing the delicate dimensional contours of carved pillars and beams, the changes between the light and shadow under the sunlight. As he says, tattooing is more than using the body as a canvas. The most perplexing part is to blend the real light and shadow of the design into a beautiful artwork. Taiwanese tattoo artist He Fan has skillful techniques, a knack for delicate details, and clever color coordination. He's especially adept in infusing modern art style into Oriental designs, creating a unique style of tattoo art that are appreciated by people all over the world. He has won numerous awards in international tattoo competitions. He Fan enjoyed sketching and drawing since he was little. Being self-taught, he spent a long time polishing his drawing skills. Through his various exquisite sketches, one can see his depth in detail observation and his impeccable and sturdy drawing skills. All these contributed to the solid foundation of his tattooing craft.
I 我会先跟客人沟通，慢慢的引导客人，就是你要懂得说，刺在身上一辈子的，你是要用何种意义去烙印在身上。
Once the theme is agreed on, related materials are researched for inspiration. The outline and design are meticulously drafted, uniquely for the client. It not only needs to be aesthetic and artistic to the eyes, it needs to convey the spiritual and symbolic meaning.
他要的主题就是6亿的天使，可是我想要他在背上有飞翔的感觉，所以我们用比较立体的方式下去呈现，就是在背景方面就会用比较深的渐层下去做。然后这个主题是不动明王嘛，一般不动明王是算比较传统的主题，可是我们要表现的就是比较现代化的方式，就属于新传统，就是阴暗面啊、立体度啊有调整。
Having experienced the earliest days of self-made simple tools, He Fan took in knowledge locally and from abroad, learned from his peers and suppliers. When competing internationally, he carefully observed the world's top tattoo artists' craft and their tools. This helped him obtain a lot of new information.
那后来就是接触到属于电磁法的机器，它会一直在通电断电的方式，就像磁铁一样的原理，然后让上下跳动嘛。 所以也经过一段很长的时间来适应那个机器，就不断的自己在练习。我在刺青当中最不想露出来就是它的针点或是针痕，着色方面一直在强调，就是让它达到很柔的感觉。那我们还要考虑到皮肤它有办法承受多少针数，不同的表现方式，除了墨汁的深浅度之外，我力道也会有所拿捏。那彩色跟黑白不一样的地方是，彩色它叠色非常的多，颜色啊或是帧数的拿捏要非常准确恰当，才会说晕的很自然。彩色的色料打进去皮肤里面，我们要看它恢复的状况，有的颜色可能还要再加强。那你比如说1年要去完成一幅作品，那前后的颜色的连贯都要记录下来。
He Fan spent a great deal of effort observing how different skin tones interacts with ink colors and how the tattooed ink color changes on skin.
他要的主题是日本艺伎，因为他在室外工作，所以皮肤比较黑。可是艺伎的脸要够白，所以我们也有使用一些白色，就是用得很平均，让人家感觉不出来我使用了白色这样。
The needle marks on He Fan's tattoos are barely noticeable. His delicate technique and brilliant use of color are the reasons why he's considered one of the world-class tattoo artists. In 2012, He Fan began participating in international tattoo competitions, making his debut in the Manila International Tattoo Convention, obtaining outstanding results. He then actively participated in many local and international tattoo competitions, with his footprints covering Asia, Europe, and the Americas.
因为国外的刺青师他们在写实方面真的是蛮强的，他们可以用这一些就是刺青的色料，能把图案做得非常的立体，就是互相学习的，然后就开始在技法上面啊，还有创作的理念就开始调整了。
Many clients from other countries traveled from across the sea for He Fan to create and tattoo artworks that are close to their hearts. Through his clients from all over the world, he knows that every culture interprets expression through tattoo differently. He pays great attention to the changes in skin color and ink, and works meticulously to deliver the best results.
那像国外的话，他们的肤色因为比较白嘛，底色会用做浅的，可是东方人皮肤是比较黑的，所以我们都会为了要凸显主题，我们会把底色做深一点。所以说要去调整那个色泽方面，怎么样让它明亮？我确实花了蛮多的时间在这方面。
By drawing inspiration from the essences for both Eastern and Western cultures, He Fan's tattooing craft continues to evolve. Having received numerous international awards and recognitions, He Fan made his father proud, regardless of his initial disapproval.
那时候我刚从纽约比赛回来，那有得奖，那新闻有报道。那他在病重的时候，在病床上面还在关心说我们拿到了什么样的成绩。他是跟所有的亲戚朋友都觉得说，我这个儿子现在让他觉得蛮骄傲的。那后来他就走了。
Hefan started taking on apprentices many years ago. Having self-studied and practiced hard, he wants to pass on his years of experience, techniques, and ideology in a meaningful way.
师傅的作品算是我看过觉得误打的最绵的，就是你看那个渐层是很连贯很顺，然后从旁观察就是蛮明显的有那种真的是中西合璧的感觉。就算是比较传统的、比较亚洲的主题，还是可以感觉到一些就是欧美的做法。然后就在做一些欧美的主题的时候，又可以感觉到有一些地方有一点点那种亚洲的那种味。
这个就是海底世界，是我先生帮我刺的刺青，希望就是刺青这一个艺术，借由我先生或者是其他的刺青师，让大家来看到台湾。
Hefan has been doing tattoo for 30 years. He is continuously improving and making breakthroughs. Having taken tattooing to a new level of art culture, he says he still needs to continue working hard and keep earnestly observing the world so he can better his tattoo even more.
一路上我是觉得都是抱持的学习的态度啦，因为如果自己的作品看不到缺点，那永远都没有进步的空间。
Hefan says that tattooing is a delicate art form that speaks life experiences and dreams. The mature techniques and beautiful presentations from his works bring positive energy.
当时是有一个妈妈，她走进来，然后她还没表述说要刺什么，眼泪就流下来了。那她就开始跟我说，她儿子因为车祸的意外不幸走了。我们就是帮她把儿子的面貌呈现在手上以后，不管怎么累，或者是说想到儿子的时候，他看看手臂的刺青，他就觉得心里很安慰。
To him, in his tattoo artist career, being able to help clients overcome the sorrows in their lives is this tattoo art's most meaningful merit.